kindred now. Oh, there we are. Now it's just me. Oh, we're alive. A ghost story that tells the tale of an apparition appearing to a child always lends the tale a certain turn of the screw. But if one child lends the tale one turn, what then of two children? The answer is simple. Two children give two turns. The woman was my sister's governess. She was 10 years my senior. Very agreeable woman. Very worthy. She told me the story in the garden. The best stories, she said, always begin in the garden. A man, a woman, a forbidden fruit, the loss of innocence, the discovery of something altogether not. The details. A letter, a locket, a riddle, a name. These words are her own, written in her diary in faded ink over the pages of 7 days. This is the story she tells. It is a tale of terror, horror, and death. It made my very heart stop.
June 17th, 1872.
The first day I meet my destiny.
The only daughter of a poor country parson, I have come up to London at the age of 20 in trepidation to answer in person an advertisement that has already placed me in brief correspondence with a prospective patron, a gentleman of great wealth and stature, a bachelor in the prime of life in his imposing house on Harley Street. I love children.
I despise them.
Oh.
Not in the flesh, of course. Love them in the flesh. I despise them in the figurative sense. As a figure of speech. In theory. As a concept. Not my nephew, not my niece. I don't despise them. They're not concepts. Actually, they're quite real.
I'd like a real child.
Well then, I suppose this position should be quite your sort of thing. Real children, real house, lake, garden, housekeeper, all very real or quite imaginative in the appearance thereof. Sherry?
No.
Tea then?
Yes, please.
Sugar?
No, thank you.
Milk?
Yes.
Quite.
Thanks.
Now, business. Background. The place is called Bly, though no one knows why. It is in Essex, for that is where it is. Old family home, many years, never go down. It's a bit like Hamlet's Elsinore, all battlements and towers and water both below and beneath. Rather a ship at sea, that Bly. Very romantic, if that's your bent.
I am a romantic at heart.
12 months ago, I was left by the deaths of my brother and his wife, guardian to my nephew and niece. They are delightful creatures.
I'm sure.
Never see them. They never go down. It's awkward. I am a bachelor and I have no experience of children.
I'm sure you've done everything within your power.
There are no other relations.
Relations?
Children. Their lives take up all my time.
Children?
And my affairs take up all my time.
I understand.
You do?
Not enough time.
You see the conflict.
Persuasively.
I need a woman. I need strength and courage and a pure heart to guide them. It will be a challenge, but the woman I choose must not shrink from it. So many young women, they are They are the very personification of aversion. You're not that, are you? Aversion?
What?
Aversion. You're not averse to a challenge, are you?
Oh, no. I enjoy a challenge, actually. It's hard to know what's best for a child.
What children want is a mystery.
We were all children once. What we want is affection, love, protection. There's nothing like a child in pain.
The girl is there now. The boy we're home with her away at school until the end of term. So you will go to Bly then, immediately, provided, of course, that the salary and such are to your satisfaction.
I am more than satisfied, sir.
Satisfied woman. Our very goal in life. As governess, you shall receive all monies from my solicitors. I'll send along certain letters, instructions, and that sort of thing. But you shall be in supreme authority.
Oh.
You shall be lonely. You shall be very lonely. Do you feel loneliness?
I do not fear what I know.
And I should tell you, there have been many other women who have sat here in this very room, gloves on, eyes expectant, for whom the sacrifice appeared to be prohibitive.
Prohibitive? It seems like a plot of heaven. Why prohibitive?
Because of my main condition. That you must never trouble me. Never. Never. Neither appeal, complain, nor write to me in any way. You must handle all questions and adversity yourself. From the moment you enter Bly, our communication will be hush. Have I seduced you?
What are their names?
Miles and Flora.
Miles and Flora. Miles and Flora. I do. I will. Yes, I promise I will sacrifice and they will be well cared for.
Success. I have seduced you.
A question, though. The children have been in your care for 1 year. Am I their first governess?
No, there was a woman.
She moved on?
She went away. God be with you.
The 18th of June, 1872.
The second day, I am come to Bly.
The next morning, my heart is beating with expectation. As I prepare for my journey, my head is full of doubts. I have never had charge of children before. I am sure I am not up to the task. I imagine the worst. It is in this state of mind I spend the long hours in the bumping and swinging coach that carries me towards my fate.
Whip crack, wheel rattle.
I suppose I had expected or had dreaded something so dreary that what actually greeted me upon turning through the gates was a tremendous surprise. First, the shade of a broad beach avenue, which sweeps up the great lawn past a sparkling blue lake with its own green island shimmering in the sun. Above, a looming Gothic tower over which the rooks circled and cawed in the golden sky. And then finally, the great mansion itself. Its true splendor of which makes me feel in this instant that I have at last come to life.
I'm Mrs. Garris, the housekeeper.